start off with there has been a new president
Yes.
elected in the United States.
I would say congratulations to Donald Trump and everybody that voted for him. That's definitely a huge accomplishment for him to become president again after everything that he's been through. Here's my thing though, Keo, because I had a friend of mine come up to me today at work, and they just basically told me how their family is divided on this situation. Here's the deal, y'all. We all went out. We cast our vote. We casted our vote. Whatever the results is the results. Whether I like them, Keo likes them, you like them right there tuned in. It is what it is. It is what it is. But what I'm not okay with is us dividing ourselves because of the result. At the end of the day, that hurt me to hear a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, telling me that their family is divided because they don't agree on the outcome. Some do agree, some disagree. And at the end of the day, y'all letting y'all family be divided over this. We don't have to agree, y'all. But tearing each other down is not the way to go about it. And that's just my 2 cents. I told Keo and them on the last show, I really wanted, and moving forward, I think I'm gonna be educating myself a lot more on politics. That's not. I'm gonna be honest. That's not really my lane in a sense. But I'm definitely gonna get a lot more in tune, and maybe I should. And sometime at the end of the day, I should be in tune. I'm not even gonna say that. That's crazy for me not to be in tune with politics because this is my future, my children's future, all depend on this. So I'm definitely gonna enlighten myself more. I told Keo, I told C, Yvonne, Reek, I would love for y'all to do a show because I know that y'all are, somewhat big into it. I know Yvonne said he's kind of just getting into it, but I definitely want to learn more. But my biggest takeaway from all of this, first and foremost, congratulations to President Trump on winning it. But second, we can't let this divide us regardless of if you voted for him or not. At the end of the day, no family should be broken up. Friendships shouldn't be lost because you don't agree with the outcome. Everybody voted for what they thought was best for the world. At this point, you live with it.
Mm, yeah, man. I feel like I don't know. I think it's just people personal issues behind it though, because down here in my family, we some of us rock with Trump, and some of us wanted to see Kamala win, but it wasn't like no back and forth taking shots at each other. We just we joked around about it. We laughed it off. I don't know. My family, we're pretty strong. We're always together though, man.
And that's what I'm saying. That like to me, you could be happy if your candidate won. You could be maybe somewhat disappointed that your candidate didn't win if you voted for the opposite. But my thing is this: when I have a friend of mine coming to me, damn near in tears because her family is divided, because what y'all disagree on something. Me and Keel disagree on a lot of things, a
Hmm.
billion things. Me and my wife disagree on things. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't divide us. At the end of the day, we have to come together and make this place a better place, man. Y'all know I'm big on that. I always talk about those type of things as far as making this world better. I'm big on those things, but that's crazy to lose friendship or a family over a disagreement on who you think should be the president of the United States or any matter for that matter, in my opinion.
No, you're right about that though, because like you said, me and you, we don't agree on a lot of things, but it's nothing, no ill will or personal stuff. I mean, I'll say things to you where you be like, okay, you out of pocket, but I would never go on the internet or social media to disrespect you like that. Even with me and Reek, we don't agree on a lot of things. Like Reek will tell me on the side, like how he feel towards a certain situations or what I'm doing, but it's nothing, no ill will or animosity, nothing personal, which will divide anybody from the MBS brand. Um, and I think people sometimes people take it out of the line. And I know when it comes to politics, like relationships get breaking up, friendships get breaking up, families get separated, and I don't think it should be like that. It's just who gets elected the president of the United States at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to.
And I know Rico on here, so shout out to Rick for coming through. But I also want to say, I understand because I have a friend of mine, like I said, real issues. I get it. It definitely, I understand, but it shouldn't divide family members. But what up, Reek, man? What you thought about
Good.
last night's president election, real quick, as
Yeah,
far as the presidency?
I mean, first of all, I want to start saying I'm very upset that C and Mr. Box Office not on after all the trash they talked all year about this election. I'm very upset that they leaked this. But anyway, is that noise? Can y'all hear that noise in the background too loud?
You
Yes.
good?
Yeah, you good.
All right. Like, so basically my thing is with this is pretty much agreeing with y'all, everything y'all said. Like, people are literally ending 20, 10 plus year relationship, friendships, or family or whatever over an election. Like, this is what I think people fail to understand. And everyone's opinionated about this, but I think people fail to understand is that you have the right. You wasn't given the right to vote. You was given the right to have a choice. A choice is what it is. So whatever your choice is, that's up to you. You can't make nobody do what they like, pick who you want because you want them, because there's plenty of people on the other side that thinks opposite of you. So you can't be like, oh, well, if you voted for this person, just delete me. That like what? That doesn't make no sense. Like, it's not a friend of mine. It's not an associate of mine. Forget friend or family, associate of mine that I'm cutting off because they voted for someone that I didn't like. Because they did something for me at some point in my life that's way beyond worried about these two people that's taking over the country, that's gonna be running the country for 4 years. Like, it just is what it is. Like, it's very simple. It shows how much real loyalty people really have towards people. Like, when you really sit and think about it, like, you're letting a decision that someone made divide you. And even to go deeper, that this might be controversial, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna send up the crazy mess up MBS. Don't worry. X. The thing is crazy, but I know a lot of black people, African Americans, be like, "Oh, if you don't vote, people they fought through slavery and da 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 for your right to vote." Yes, very true. They fought for you to have a right to make a decision, not that they fought that you have to go vote. Now we just have a right to either vote for a person or not vote. Back in the day, we had no right of anything. We have a right. That's where they get it misconstrued. That they didn't fight for us to be like, oh, you got it, now you have to. They fought that we have the opportunity. I can make a decision every 4 years if I want to and who I want to.
Right.
And that's what it come down to me. But it's just like it's not crazy.
Right, man. I just.
And let me just, I want to, and honestly, I'm not the biggest Trump person or Kamala, but I want to congratulate the winner, because at the end of the day, any winner, I don't care what it is, sports, anything. If you win, congratulations. Like, you did all you had to do, whether people disagree with it or not. You did all you had to do to get to where you get to this win, and you won. You deserve to win. Congratulations. It is what it is, and we'll see what happens in this 4 years while you in term again. I'm fine with that.
That's all. That's all it comes down to, bro. That's all at the end of the day. I just hate that we're here and the nation is so divided. It seems like people on Facebook talking crazy on both sides, and I'm just like, not just Facebook, social media, and like I said, in person. I had somebody tell me today that them and their families falling out behind this, and I'm just like, dang, because your person didn't win or your person won. That's crazy to me.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, this is. You know what's even worse, bro? But just to add to it, what's one of the biggest issues that people have that's against Trump? Outside of racism, one of the biggest issues that they said that he's trying to divide the country, right? That's what they said. But now with the election being over and he won, now y'all dividing, now y'all doing your own division by trying to, in relationships, so y'all dividing in your own way. So y'all are Trump, if that's the sense. Because y'all making the decision to divide yourselves from your family and friends because of their decision. So it's just dumb. Salute to everybody that voted. I understand the emotions behind it for everybody, but at the end of the day, supposedly everything's fair and square. That's all I can ask for is fair. Whoever wins, they're the winner, and I'm fine with that.
And you don't have to like it. At the end of the day, you don't have to like it, but you can't change it.
You cannot change it at all.
It is what it is at this point, man. But
there you go.
Wow, what it is, homie.
Man, real quick, I know like I told you, I wanted you and Yvonne and Keo to do a show before prior. But what's your thoughts on the election, real quick, man?
Disappointed. I wasn't surprised, just disappointed. Um, of course, I have my reservations about Trump and everything he stands for, but can't do nothing but pray for the best now. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
At this point, I feel like I hate to say it. It's two things I hate to say. I feel like America as a whole, because of how they let him win the election, a person who's constantly showing you who he is, constantly, and you still elect him, like it's nothing you can do about that. That is like we as a country bought into that and believed everything they told us, even when we saw the lie. We allowed him to tell us that she was a liar when he was constantly getting caught in lies. It's just so much stuff that was wrong about it. And my whole thing about it's like I hated that the Democrats allowed him to make it a personal thing instead of being focused strictly on the issues and the policies, which I feel like they would have had a better chance of winning because he had no policies out. He discussed no issues. He just found things that riled people up and went after them. And I was upset at the black, like I mentioned last week on the show, the black turnout, black people turnout. And this ain't no shot at you, Reek, but I guarantee you, we are the only race. Black people are the only race that had people telling them, "Don't go vote at all. Don't go to vote at all. I don't have. You don't like neither one of the candidates. Neither one of the candidates gonna do nothing for us. Just don't go vote at all." No other race said that. No other race said that.
I don't disagree. At first, I didn't take it as a shot at all. But I don't take it as a shot. I look at it as I don't think that's true. For one, I know plenty of Caucasian. I have plenty of Caucasian friends that say they don't like either. They're not voting. So if it's just my friends that's doing it, I know it's other Caucasians that's like that. I just think that our votes is so much more important because less of us vote than Caucasians do. So when we don't vote, it hurts more. But I wouldn't say that we're the only race. You know what I mean? That just don't vote for nobody because they don't like either.
No, I'm not saying we're the only race that don't vote for nobody. I'm saying we're the only ones that come out. We'll come out. We have our celebrities saying stuff like that are encouraging us not to vote.
Yeah,
and it works. It works. It's like that's voter suppression at its highest form. And so just looking at some numbers, last night the black men turnout nationwide 4%. White men turnout 34%.
Can I question you on that though?
What?
I know we got to move on to it. So, but how much of America does black men take up, and how much America does white men take up? So the difference ain't that bad as it sounds. It's only about 11%. It's only about 11% of black males in America.
All right, so it's 11%, and only 4% of that 11% turns out.
But you said 34% for Caucasians, but it's about 53% Caucasian in America. So it's not that much of it. If you really look at the difference, it's a 20% difference for Caucasians then compared to 7% for, you know what I'm saying, black America. So it males wise, so it ain't that big of a difference in the sense.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big difference between 7 and 20.
Yeah, we're less. No, what I'm saying is only 7% of us didn't vote compared to 20% of them that didn't. It's just more of them.
No, 4% of the 11% of black men that are registered voters voted.
Right, so 7 didn't, but 20% of Caucasian males didn't.
No, 4%. They're saying 4% out of 100% of the male black voters voted.
But if we make up 11%, that's what I'm saying. Only 7% is the difference. We only make up 11% of America.
We only make up 11% of America.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. So but 4% of the 4% of the 100% of that 11. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get you. I think if you get what I'm saying, I think both things can be true. But I just think, I mean, you're right. I'm not gonna say you're not right. If you want everyone to vote, then yeah, we need to all be out there for that 11% to make some sense because we don't make that much up anyway. So we need all 11 in that sense. If you're looking at it in that sense, but my thing is the difference ain't that big. Is
No.
more for them than us.
Listen to what I'm saying, because I think what you and me are saying two different things.
Mhm.
I'm saying, all right, so that 11% that you're talking about
Yeah,
is 100%. That's the 100%. 4% of that 100%, which has only started off at 11% in the first place,
right.
went to vote. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So,
I get you.
say it's 4 of us on here right now, right?
Right.
And I hate percentages, bro. It's 1%, and one of us don't go.
That-
One of us don't go, right?
25% didn't go.
Huh?
So 25%. Yeah.
25% don't go. All right, cool. So this 20, but that of that 25, 25% of us do vote.
And 75 wouldn't.
Right.
75% of us didn't
vote. Right.
No, 75% of us didn't vote at all.
Right.
But only 4 of that 25% went and voted. So it's not.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers like y'all know the numbers as far as who voted and who didn't. I have a question for Keo and see, I know we can't stay on this forever, and I wish Yvonne was here. Like I was saying, see, before you came on here, and I'm just giving the example. Now, I'm not sitting there saying I don't know what y'all families did, but let's just say hypothetically, Keo, that one of your sisters said, well, I'm voting for Kamala. And see, what if one of your sons or your brother or your mom said, I'm voting for Trump? Would y'all allow y'all to fall out behind that?
No, man.
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
no.
As I had a situation like that happen at work today, one of my good friends came up to me and said their family completely fell out behind this. That's crazy.
Let me ask you, were they white?
Yes.
It makes a lot of sense.
I ain't jacking that. I ain't jacking that because my whole time I was a bunch of black women going crazy.
But
I
there's
ain't
people on
jacking that.
Facebook. There's people on Facebook that's not white, that's black, and they're like, delete me now. I don't care if we fail. I'm like, what?
Mostly black people, yes. Mostly black people, yeah.
But that's most. I'm sure most of your thread is black people.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when it comes to politics, white people, they don't play about their politics. They don't play about it, especially when you have, this is a different type of politics we're dealing with. The Trump supporters, they are very aggressive and they believe in intimidating and trying to force people to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't think their way, they believe in trying to intimidate you, and that goes for family members and anybody else.
Yeah.
So I can see that falling out in their households or whatever.
Do you agree with that, Keo? Because Keo, I know Keo, you openly say it. So I'm asking. I'm trying to get knowledgeable on this. I'm trying to get enlightened by this.
I don't think all of that is true though. My sister's boyfriend, he's white. He's all Trump, Donald Trump. And then obviously my sister, she's all about Harris. And they do their back and forth, but it's not nothing to no personal ill will. Same thing with the family also. My sister's family and our family. There's no malicious intent towards anything. It just depends who you are. I don't think all white people are like that, and I don't think all black people are. I don't think all black people are like that. Also, me and my ex girlfriend, like she hates Donald Trump. She let it be known, like calls them racist, calls them and all these type of names, and I'll I'll say some things back. We'll get into our heated arguments, but it doesn't go further than that. But there are some, black people I talked to that was like, if you rock with Donald Trump, I don't want anything to do with you. And they have told me that too. So, I mean, that's
And
just that's how this world works, man.
here's the thing. I never said all. That'd be ridiculous to say all, because all Harris supporters, all black people don't think Donald Trump racist. Personally, I never said he was racist. I don't think he likes anybody but himself.
Uh-oh.
So that's not one thing I don't think I've ever gone on record call him racist.
I
But
have. But I'm okay with it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's really how I feel, because I don't think he likes white poor people either. Anybody who can't help him, assist him, that's who I believe he doesn't like. And if they happen to be black, they just happen to be black. And just most of those people end up being black or Mexican or or Puerto Rican.
All right. Well, Mr. Box Office, I know we're 25 minutes in. I don't want to take too much time because I know we have a lot to go on over as far as sports. But real quick, what's your take on the election and how it turned out?
Well, first off, I want to say my sources were the best sources. Okay. I kept saying follow Polymarket. Polymarket's a gambling experts. They were saying the whole time Trump is going to win this election. They literally kept saying it. Then as the week went on before the election, they at least gave Kamala Michigan and Wisconsin. They expected her to get those until election day yesterday. And then in the end, she did not win any swing states. Did y'all know Trump is the first Republican since 2004 to win the popular vote? No one had him win the popular vote. And I checked maybe 5 hours ago the last time because all the Arizona, Alaska, and Nevada numbers aren't in, but he was up 5 million, I think. Everyone's talking about, I heard I was driving on the way home. C was saying something like, despite however Trump acts, they still vote for him. This wasn't about Trump to me. This was how terrible Kamala was. Terrible. Let me tell y'all something. If this is the first Republican since to get the popular vote since 2004, that should tell you how she did. You know how many I've got some numbers up. You know how many counties in America Kamala did better than Biden in 2020? Zero. She lost a lot of the rural votes that Biden actually had an advantage on. She was terrible. And her people on this campaign were terrible. They spent over $1 billion. The Republicans spent only $333 million. Only. But I'm saying compared to the billion, that's actually not that bad.
I got a question because, like I said, y'all enlightened me, and because I'm kind of lost a little bit only because didn't she start late though? Didn't she have a late start to the party as far as her being the nomination? I heard that, so don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Let me take that X real quick. She did, but it actually didn't matter, bro. Her jumping in rejuvenated the Democratic Party because Biden was that they had turned everybody against Biden so bad. He was looking so bad. They needed to put her in there to give them a chance to win the presidency at all.
That's what I heard. I heard that. I heard like there's no chance Biden beats Trump at the time.
Would have been washed.
That's what I mean.
It would have been worse if Biden ran this time. It would have been worse than what happened with Kamala for sure.
Yeah. Whereas the last election that Biden beat Trump, it was because the same reason why Trump won this time, in my opinion, is because Biden ran off how bad Trump did in his presidency. So this time Trump just did the same thing to them. Look at what Harris them did when their last 4 years. in there. Didn't you have more money when I was in? Wasn't prices lower and all this other stuff that didn't have anything to do with the presidency, by the way. But that's what they ran on. That's what they got people thinking, and that's what they got people believing, and that's why people went out and voted for them.
Go ahead, Keo.
I think you're wrong. I think Biden would actually put up a better fight against Trump, because obviously he's was able to beat him before, and while he's going into this campaign, people are under the assumption that, hey, Biden is our guy, we're gonna vote for him. And as soon as Biden stepped out, I honestly felt like when Kamala stepped in, she lost those Biden voters, and those voters went to Donald Trump. That's just me. That's just how I viewed it.
Nah, man.
Can I just say something real quick? And this gonna be real quick. At the end of the day, and it's the realistics, if I'm being like 100%, like she had two things that killed her off the rip. And if you really thinking about it, it's not gonna work. This is the 47th president now, correct? The 47th?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 47 presidents, we had one black president. She presented herself as black. That's one against her. Number two, out of the 47 presidents, we never had a woman president. That's two. She's black and she's a woman. You had no shot. This is gonna be realistic about it. Men don't want to see a woman in power for the most part, and we don't want black people in power for the most part. It just is what it is. Like, so she was behind the 8 ball off the rip, and then, as you said, she started late. It literally was no shot. Like, even though I know CN box office went at it a lot for the past year or so, and I enjoyed it because I thought it was like they actually like enlightened me and learned some things. Actually, if I'm being honest, I didn't jump in that much, but I read a lot of the things they post, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, all right, let me check my own stuff too. And then when I came all down to it, none of it mattered. What it really was she's a woman and she's black. You're not gonna win. It's just that simple.
At the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, whatever you want to call it, Kamala got her ass kicked in this election, man. This was a huge landslide. This was probably the best political comeback that I ever see, man. With all the stuff that Donald Trump went through, nobody gave him a chance from all the investigations that he went through, being charged as a criminal on over what about 30 counts and all that, and then he goes through this. And he swept, and the Republicans swept everything from the Senate to the House to this, and he took her stakes. He broke down that blue wall that they call it, and I did not expect that, man. It was a huge surprise for me that the way Trump dominated this election.
Let me say something. Let me say something real quick, and let me ask you a question. All right, I compare. Are we all familiar with the name David Koresh?
No.
Okay, David Koresh.
I'm completely lost. I'm learning right now.
In the early 90s, David Koresh was a cult leader that in Texas that had I forgot what part of Texas it was. It was early 90s. I was real young, and he had they ended up having to send the military to go get the people out of the compound he had built. And he like tried to burn it down with the people in there or whatever, because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave. No matter what the man did, they wouldn't leave. They loved him that much. That's what I compare Trump supporters to, because this man was convicted of 34 felonies, impeached not once, twice. If that had been a Democratic person running for president, would they have felt the same way that they felt about Trump? Is there any way they would have been able to allow? He wouldn't have been even allowed to run for president. They would have saw to it. And I think that's where the Democrats and the Republicans they differ, because Republicans wouldn't stood for that. There's no way. The Republicans are just so much better at getting their verbiage out and influencing people with what they say. Anything that they say it enough so people believe this. It's like the box office technique. He'll say something that's a total bull crap so many times that people just start believing it. Yeah, I've heard of Young Thug and P. Diddy. Girl, what the hell does that have to do with anything? My thing is, neither one of them ran for president. But my next thing is being influenced and hearing something so many times, the Republicans will say anything. The latest thing that killed me, they said, all black men hate Kamala. that all the black men are going to go vote for Trump. And that's one of the most
annoying. So annoying. I hate that they're trying to make this a woman versus man thing. Like, it's not. It's not. Right. For us, at least, it's not. Like, it just is what it is. She just lost, man. They talk all these posts, these same men that didn't want to vote for Kamala is the same men that they women do their applications and shut up.
All right, let me get back in here. So
my bad box.
I got some numbers for y'all. All right, I really want y'all to think about this and actually try to answer this question because I'm not a conspiracy guy. When we talk sports, rarely do you ever hear me blame it on the refs and say, the NFL cheated that game or that. I'm not. I know that happens in sports. Tim Donaghy got caught, and also I'm not a conspiracy guy. That's one thing I'm not. However, this is actually the first day in my life that I actually think something went on in the last election, and here's why. Here's why, though. And see, I want you to answer this though. Here's some numbers. Here, I'm gonna give you the amount of votes the Democrat Party got since 2004. 2004, they got 59 million. Obama first term, 69. Second term Obama, 66. Clinton, 66. Biden, 81. And Kamala, as of right now, 67. So obviously she lost a lot of voters to Trump. Where are the remaining votes? Like, how did Biden get 81 million in 2020? There's no way. It doesn't add up. Like, if there's no way anybody with a functional brain can do that math, because like Kamala's at 67 million, right? Biden got 81. Trump's at right now 72. Let's say we give him 5 million right there. That went to 5 million that went to Trump right there. Where are the other 11?
How many votes did Trump get last time?
Let me look.
Hold on, Theo. I'm trying to get
my question to you would be, because I'm like I said, I'm learning. Because what it looks like from what, like, I'm on the outside.
He got 70,
all this stuff
got
right
74
now.
last time. See?
I got 74. Okay.
So 74. He had, how many you get this time?
72 so far, but it's not all in.
Okay.
So like, there's no way this is making sense, bro.
Hey, listen, we about to be on to 1:30. Buckle in. Buckle in, baby. Eastern, buckle in.
You're gonna have 12 more people call in. But
we here till 1:30 today, baby.
Here's the thing, bro. That means the voter turnout was higher last time than it is this time. That's easy. That's easy. I got numbers too.
Okay, that's fine. So now, what do you think it is? Kamala's an ass candidate, or it's rigged? It's one or the other.
I told you what it was already. She's a woman and she's black.
No,
she's a black woman. That's one. Those are a combo. One big reason.
For sure.
The second big reason is that the Democrats fumbled the bag so bad, and like I said, the Republicans, their verbiage and the way that they ran their campaign, it was a master class.
So they had a better game plan.
They had a better game plan, man.
Yeah, but not these numbers though. Not to the point she gets 14 million less than Biden, bro.
All right, guys.
That's less voter turnout.
All right, guys. Before we wrap things up, man, I wanted to bring Yvette on from the MBS. Let's talk about it. I'm pretty sure you guys know who she is.
Wow, what up, Yvette?
Yvette, I'm pretty sure you remember you did a show with him. That's X, Reek, and obviously Yvonne. Yvette, really quick, what's your thoughts on this election?
I was already Team Trump from the very beginning. I was not the biggest fan of Biden nor Kamala. I wasn't surprised with the election results. I already knew he was going to win by a landslide. And I feel bad for everyone who's like, oh, like our women's rights are being taken away now and everyone voted for a rapist. But I just feel like everyone thought so emotionally and didn't really look at the actual real problems we have in this world. And that's just what that is. And people saw through the smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? They saw through it, like all of these rallies and twerking and all of these celebrities endorsements. I guarantee you these celebrities probably endorsed Kamala, but probably ended up voting Trump. You know what I mean? So that's just what that is, in my opinion.
So all right, I'm glad you said that. Okay. So what are these real issues that you speak of?
Okay, so when we were already on offensive World War III, right? They automatically had already said no. What you mean no?
Where are we on an offensive World War III at?
Do you not you don't know what's going on with Israel or Ukraine, and that why the U.S. is not going to stay out of it because those are our allies?
Are we are we fighting?
We are funding them.
Are we fighting over them?
We would have though.
Huh?
Biden and Harris is funding them, and we would have been on the lines if we continued to have them for 4 more years. I promise you that.
Okay, so tell me this. Okay, so is that a new war? Are those people just now starting to fight just over the last 4 years?
Actually, yeah.
It's been within the 4 years, yeah.
It's within the 4 years, yeah.
Those two have been going at it for years since the early 1900s.
But it started back up within.
But they also had a peace, yeah. They had also peace going on for X amount of years. Within these last 4 years, though, it's been really bad.
Okay, they had peace. They had peace going on. When did the peace start?
You said what?
When did this peace start?
Clearly 4 years. Well, it didn't happen within these 4 years, so it was before that.
I'm asking a specific question. When did this peace start?
I can't give you a specific year, my guy.
No one can.
The reason why I'm asking that is because Trump takes so much pride in saying we didn't have any kind of wars or anything going on while he was in there. Did the peace start when Trump came in?
The peace has probably been there for years, even before Trump was there.
Okay, so it didn't have anything to do with Trump.
No, but that's not the argument.
But that's not the argument at all.
That's my argument.
The argument was that given that we were funding, the Democrats were funding Ukraine and not even helping their own people. That's the problem.
The Democrats were funding.
We're over here going broke. They're they gave them over $6 billion. Way over $6 billion.
Over $6 billion.
How do you not see that that's a problem? And they're giving people $750 in the fucking US.
Okay.
Please help me understand that. And then they're trying to say, oh, they cut FEMA funding. You want to know why they cut FEMA funding? Why they blocked it? Because the Republicans found out this isn't for the people. This isn't for the people. So yes, we're going to block it.
Tell me this. You're talking about the $750. Now, where is this going to? Let's just be clear.
You said to supposedly to the people.
To the people where?
What do you mean where?
You're saying that they send fucking $750 to the people.
To the hurricane victims.
The hurricane people. So
what are they doing with $700? What you gonna do with $750 when you lose your motherfucking house?
Did the governor of that state not say that the United States is sending them everything that they needed?
That's BS. That once again, that's misinformation and what social media is throwing around.
No, this was the governor. This is not social
media.
He
literally said that now they want to reach out and help us when we've been asking for help. But y'all want to help now when the election has started? Miss me with that. Miss me with that. No. Let's be so for real. You tell me, what has the Biden administration have done for you in the last 4 years? Matter of fact, why did you vote for Kamala? Let's start there.
Whoa. We hit the 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. Why did I vote for Kamala?
Why'd you vote for Kamala? Let me know something.
Why did I vote for Kamala?
Yeah. Or whoever. Yeah.
Whoever.
Because I care about things that Kamala cares about. I care
like what? Like
education.
What?
Education.
Also misinformation from Project 2025. That's not Trump's. Keep going.
Okay. It's everybody Trump knows, but it's not Trump.
His is Agenda 47. Please look it up. Have you read his policies?
He didn't have any.
Oh.
What policy?
Actually, he has a whole motherfucking page. He has a
Oh,
matter.
wow.
I actually was just on the pages.
Democrats
Recently.
took another L
Okay,
tonight.
why didn't he put any of these policies?
Are you going off of Project 2025 that was being promoted by Democrats? I just need to know, because then this argument is done.
No, I actually didn't mention that.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned that, did you?
So
not?
where are you getting the Board of Education coming? Where are you getting that from?
You asked me what do I care about. I
Mhm.
told you what I cared about. You started talking about Project 2025.
But
So
you're
it's
saying
not like
Kamala
that.
cares about it. But why did they bring that up though? Do you remember in the rallies, if you
Yes,
watched them,
me.
why they were bringing it up? Why she kept arguing? Oh, he wants to take away the Board of Education. He wants to take women's rights. Women's rights to what? Fucking abortion?
Do you know what a Roe v. Wade?
Yes.
Okay, so
So it's women reproductive rights, right? Women
It's
reproductive rights.
It's just abortion.
And no, absolutely not. Because
Okay.
even if you have these women who are being raped in their household and getting pregnant and they can't abort these children, or something ends up happening with their pregnancy and they can't get rid of this child, absolutely, I'm all for that. But again, misinformation. He never fucking said that. He said
He didn't fucking
abortion
say it,
to a
but
certain
he was
extent, abortion to a certain amount of weeks.
No. Roe v.
Read
Wade
his
was
policy.
abortion, period. You read it. He had Roe v. Wade repealed. Am I wrong, or am I making up bullshit?
The House definitely did, absolutely. But Trump said, you know what? That's up to your state, though. So how about you vote in your state if you want some change?
Right. So he came in and did what, an executive order on that?
What did your state do?
I ain't talking about the state.
It was up to your state, though. Your state decided that for the women.
I'm talking about
People are blaming Trump, and it was your state that had the ultimate decision.
All right.
You're
All right,
trying
real
to
quick.
deflect it
Real
off of
quick.
Trump.
Oh, both sides. Both sides.
Let
Hold
them
on, real
cook.
quick. Hey, hold on, real quick. Hey, real quick. We gonna save this for let's talk about it. Y'all more than welcome to get on that with Keo. But we have a big long show to go.
Yeah, y'all go. I gotta go to my class, y'all. I'm doing pre-law right now.
Yo,
Cut
shout out
that
to
class.
Yvette, man.
Cut
Make sure you go. Shout out to Yvette. Make sure you go check her out on the MBS Let's Talk About It show, man. So
New episode will be coming
But I
soon.
would
I'm just
definitely
trying to
love for
figure
y'all
it
to get
out.
on the Let's Talk About It show and really have. But when y'all have the conversation, allow each other to talk, please.
But look, hey, X, I definitely want to say,
I'm a woman. I don't know how to do that.
I'm a man. I like to stick to facts.
both of y'all were
Yvette,
very
Yvette,
informative. I appreciate both of y'all.
Yvette, go before you get out of here. Go ahead and give
Yeah.
your shout outs.
I just, I want to shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for having me here. To everybody tuning in, to listening, subscribing, sharing all the time. Definitely shout out to everybody who voted. Even though electoral college vote is actually more important, popular vote also is, and everyone has a voice. And I'm, happy that everybody, use their right to vote. So that's awesome, and kind of just shows you where we're headed. I know people are not happy with the results, but you won't be complaining within the next 6 months. So we'll be all right.
All right, Yvette. See you soon.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Peace.